Welcome everybody, Susanna from Fiesta, Ottawa. Today I'm reshooting the video about the percolators regarding the sound issue on the previous video. So hopefully this one will help. So I have here two percolators. This is a 42 cup. This is the big 100 cup, which is the most common one that seems to go out, is the 100 cup because weddings, larger events and so forth. Okay, so what do we need to know? What you need to know is that these percolators, commercial percolators, it is designed for coarse ground coffee. It is not designed for fine ground because the baskets in here you don't need filters. You don't need filters, but it does need to be coarse ground so that it doesn't go through the holes. So as you see here, this is the 42 cup, this is the 100 cup. Each percolator requires its own amount of coffee, so it's 1 tablespoon per cup. 1 tablespoon per cup. So what this means is that you need 100 tablespoons for this one, 42 for this one, since this is a 42 cup. Now, you don't want to scoop 100 spoons in, so in all essence, there's 16 tablespoons per cup of coffee. So you're going to need 6.25 cups, so 6 1/4 cup of coffee minimum to go in this basket. And this one is just over between 2.5 and 2 3/4 cup coffee in this one. So you just fill it in the basket. No filter is required. Now, the big nice thing about this is that this is super easy to assemble. You have your this where the water comes up from the bottom, and if you put this in this one, I can grab it on the top. You slide it in, put it in place, put your coffee in, put your lid on. This one exactly the same. As a side note, we do put out these small ones that have never been used for coffee, and we put them out for making hot water for tea. What I do is I send them out, and I do not send this. So they just get an empty percolator with no basket. This way they cannot brew coffee in it. When you're sold out of coffee, they'll rent the water only. They can't because they don't have the basket or anything. So this is my workaround for all the tea drinkers out there. You put this in, you put your lid on. Big thing to note, you must put cold water in here. You cannot put hot water in, it will not percolate. Must be used with cold water. Second thing, very important, wherever you plug this in, it needs to finish the brew cycle before you can move it to another location. So let's say 42 cup, it's 1 minute, approximately 1 minute per cup to brew. So 42 cup is going to take at least 42 minutes. So I would say give it 45 to an hour to be 100% sure it's done brewing. If you need to move it, that's when you move it, not mid-cycle. If you do it mid-cycle, you've got to start over with cold water and all of that. Same thing for this one. It's 100 cups, so it's going to be 100 minutes. So you need to plug it in well in advance. I personally add 30 minutes to that to make sure it's really ready to go for the party or for the events for your client. So always be aware. Plug it in where it can stay. 2, use cold water only to start the brewing process and the right amount of coffee. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Have a great event, everybody. Have a great day. Susanna from Fiesta. Bye for now.